Imagine you're a UFC fighter and you're headlining a main event at Las Vegas. You're feeling good, walking out to your music, you enter the octagon, and you get Bruce Buffer to announce you, and he opens with this.
Fighting out of the red corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist, holding a perfect professional record.
Imagine how that feels, knowing that you haven't tasted defeat, knowing that your opponent had nothing to study from since no one has defeated you, and knowing that as long as you're undefeated, there will always be some doubt lingering in your opponent's mind in their ability to beat you. But little do you know that might actually be the worst thing you could have. That zero next to your record, it's actually a curse. Let's look at why. First of all, 2026 has been the year of some major upsets and shocks. Imagine telling someone last year that Khamzat Chimaev and Ilia Topuria would both lose their perfect records to Sean Strickland and Justin Gaethje. They might have actually laughed at your face. And that's one main problem. Fans think that undefeated fighters are like gods and no one will ever come close to touching them. And it makes even less likely to think that it'll be an upset if they've already had some pretty impressive names on their resume. For example, before Khamzat lost his record to Strickland, he had defeated the likes of Robert Whittaker and even dominated DDP, who was the current middleweight champ at the time, in a 50-45 blowout. It felt that no one in the middleweight division could touch Khamzat, but naturally Sean won by split decision to take the belt from him before he even had the chance to defend it. Similar to Topuria, before moving up to 155, he had knocked out three legends back to back. There were talks for Topuria to even move up to welterweight and fight Islam Makhachev. There were real people who thought that Topuria was better than Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, and Khabib Nurmagomedov, so naturally no one even gave Gaethje a chance in this fight, not even Ilia himself. But then again, Gaethje did the impossible. In a fight where everyone counted him out, not only did he win, he absolutely destroyed Topuria to win the belt and finally become undisputed champion. The biggest problem with being undefeated is that when you never lose, you start believing you are untouchable. Now, while this self-belief is good, the biggest problem with undefeated fighters is that the day they lose their streak, some never know how to bounce back. One good example is Jose Aldo, who ruled the featherweight division for years, but that one knockout from Conor, and he was never the same again. Same with Tony Ferguson. He was on a 12-fight win streak, but that loss against Justin Gaethje, he was also never the same after that. Ronda Rousey, that knockout from Holly Holm, and she was never the same again. Now, while I believe that these are some extreme examples, it goes to show that some fighters never know how to bounce back after facing adversity. If we compare these fighters to the likes of Max Holloway or Charles Oliveira, they had plenty of losses at the beginning of their MMA journey. Max lost to Dustin and Conor before going on a 13-fight win streak. Charles had 9 losses on his record before finally becoming lightweight champion. Having losses early on is good since you learn the adversity, and sometimes knowing how to bounce back is better than being undefeated all your life. Now, with that being said, do I think that Khamzat or Topuria could come back better than ever? Absolutely. Both are amazing fighters and both have proven to be great champions. I do believe the loss of their undefeated record will allow them to be better than ever, but only time will tell if they have what it takes to bounce back.